Hey guys, today is Thursday, May 15th, day 58 on my 8-month journey to drop 54 pounds by my 54th birthday in November. And I'm just giving you an update. Now, I haven't done a video since Tuesday of last week. A lot of things have happened. I got sick. There was a flu that's been going around my family from my son to my wife, then to me, then back and forth again. I was able to kind of get away from it without it getting too serious, but last week it got the better part of me and I was out for about 3 days. And it really just did a number on me. After that, on Sunday, we had Mother's Day, and I cooked a big brunch for my mom, and I made French toast, sausage, egg, the whole work, everything, fruits, donuts. And I did have it as far as have some of the French toast as well too. So it wasn't necessarily my meal plan, but it was Mother's Day, and I was cooking a big breakfast. So I wanted to enjoy that. I really didn't get a lot of workout from the last time I did the episode on that Tuesday, the 6th, I believe, till all the way until now. So this is my first workout because it's just been crazy. Everything from having clients moving back and forth in their schedule, getting ready for shows, to other clients that are doctors, emergencies, all kinds of crazy things. Last night also, I'm just gonna let you know, I went out with my wife. She's been having a miserable week. My wife, Donna, who I'm pretty sure she's okay if I tell you this, she's 57 years old and she's been going through perimenopause since 46. She hasn't quite reached menopause yet, and it's been a tough couple of weeks for her, including that she's been having a hard time at work. So last night I just said, baby, you know what, don't worry about it. Change your clothes, we're gonna go out for a nice dinner. I took her out, we had a couple of drinks, we had some desserts, we enjoyed a nice dinner. And the reason why I bring this up is because, guys, you're in your 50s, right? I'm in my 50, I have a wife, I have a family. There are things that get in the way. We don't have that opportunity like we were when we were in our 20s or even in our 30s when we could just focus on our workouts, focus on eating right all the time, and just focus on ourselves and actually be selfish. And I bring that up because of this. While putting our health first and foremost is the most important thing over anything else in our lives, I'm gonna have to say that it's not more important than making sure that you're keeping a good, healthy environment in the household. If you're married and you have kids, if you have a family and a partner, sure, you'll have some fitness influencers and stuff that say, no, they gotta understand that your health is priority and they gotta respect that and all that stuff. But guys, I'm telling you from real world, if your partner is having a bad day or a bad week or so, come on, don't beat yourself up, go out and have a good time. We had an amazing time. My wife felt so much better. And I'm glad I did it. Look, is there a part of me that's a little disappointed? Hey, I had French toast on Sunday, and now I'm having this food, and my diet is being thrown off, and I haven't been able to work out because the schedule's been so crazy. I've been training clients day and night. Sure, but I'm not gonna tell my wife that. I'm not gonna tell her that, hey, you know what, let's try not to do this so much because it's really affecting. No, fuck that shit. That's gonna ruin and negate everything you did to be able to make the moment better for your partner, for your spouse. It's sacrifices we make. The reason why I gave myself 8 months too is because, one, I've never tried to lose that much weight in my 50s. I've never been 50s before. Two, because that we have such difficult lifestyles. We're married or we're older, we've got responsibilities, we've got businesses, we've got kids. Getting our health into the tip-top shape, of course, is the utmost importance, but when you have a family member or you have somebody that needs the help and needs the time, take the time. Do what you have to do. It's not gonna kill you, it's not gonna kill me. I'm still gonna reach my goal. And it's all about making sure that you prioritize things that are important to you. By me sacrificing last night and not staying focused on eating right and everything, I made huge steps to even creating even stronger bond with my wife and making that a better environment for me to live in and for me to chase my goals down the road, right? So we have to think about those things. So today is my first workout since last week, Tuesday, and today's Thursday. So it's been over a week. Just jump right back into it, right? I'm gonna do a full body day today. I'm gonna start off with some chest presses and some leg curls, hamstring curls, because you know how I like to do that in order to warm up my knees really well. The last time I had a leg day, I think I mentioned it last week, Tuesday, I was doing the leg curls, went heavier than I ever did to warm up, and then I was supersetting that with the banded box squats, if you remember right over there. And the next day, the back of my knees was so tender that I couldn't even, really even put weight on it when I got down into a squat. So again, showing that while I wasn't using anywhere near the full strength that I could, going heavier, holding it and flexing it for a certain amount of time in the contracted state for like second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then throwing in the squats, and then the leg presses, and then hip thrusts was still enough for me to make my right knee tender in the back of it. And that wasn't even going too crazy. So again, we're in our 50s. Don't go nuts. You know, it's very easy that we can hurt ourselves. How I've hurt myself sleeping, and I think those of you can relate to that at some point. So I'm going to get back into the workout. We're going to get back on this, and this week we're just going to kind of clean it up again, move forward with it. And then after this, you know, we don't have Mother's Day. We have Father's Day in like a month from now. So although I had to stop my detox because I was going through all these different things, I am going to go back on the detox. I'm going to see it through the whole 7 to 10 days and see how much weight I drop of water weight and then toxins and stuff, so I can kind of flush all that inflammation out of my joints and everything. But we're going to start off with the flat bench here, and then we're going to do some hamstring curls, 3 sets, and then we're going to move on to the next set. Okay, so enough of me rambling. Let's get going. Good. And okay, let's get some hamstring curls. Awesome. So I want to be careful getting my legs moving around, because it was only until just like the other day when my legs started feeling better altogether, just like maybe 2-3 days ago, where they weren't so sore, and it was just blowing me away how much my legs were hurting. But from being on my feet all day, working and having to lift things for clients, set up exercises and activities, my days have been from like 5 a.m. till 6, 7 p.m. One of the trainers here, Jordan, had an unfortunate accident, and he was playing basketball, and another player fell on him and landed on his knee, and he had to get surgery. Absolutely painful situation. So he was out for 2 weeks, and all of us covered some of his clients to help out. That's what you do. But long days, very long days. And you adjust, which brings up a very important point. Just because you're not able to stick to your schedule, don't let that get you down. Get back on it when you can, and just keep moving forward. That's what we do. Okay, so let's go up in weight, feeling good. Okay, let's go up and weight. There we go. Feeling good to move around. Really good. Guys, you're gonna notice on the bottom of each of the videos now, I have a disclaimer. I also have some information that's changed inside of my bio of who I am. I've made the decision to, for the first time, try out peptides. I'm really good with biohacking with a lot of natural things. Using things that are natural stimulants, using things that are gonna help to create a better pH balance in the gut, things like that to be able to help clients achieve goals. But with all the research that's been going on, with all these amazing peptides that I've been doing with the biohacking, with the biotech companies, I've seen firsthand on how they've affected some of my clients and the way that they've been healing in injuries, coming back stronger than ever, longevity in life, and with it being coming from branched chain amino acids, right? Strings of aminos that your body already makes. I'm really, really interested in testing some of them on myself as well too. So part of the show, as I reach a certain point, as I start improving, I think as my body feels, I'm gonna test some of the regenerative healing peptides and such. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna try. I'm also gonna go ahead and tell you how much I'm taking and how I feel and the results as we go along the way. So consider me kind of like my own guinea pig, obviously, working with doctors and seeing how what works for me. That way you can kind of get an idea how the peptides work, and we'll see it together, okay? So I'm gonna do one more set. Another thing too, if you notice, I'm still doing my chest presses with my feet on the bench, and that's because of my back. Normally, I'd want the feet on the ground, you get a nice arch, open up the chest, but my lower back, that slight scoliosis of my lumbar, is still to the point where it's just stiff. And it's not in pain, it's just stiff. So even getting up and doing my cradle with the dumbbells, there's a point where it's just so stiff that I just have to be careful when I get up. It's just gonna take some time for me to kind of build that back open. Another reason why I kind of want to do the peptide, see how that kind of flows through as far as the healing. Okay, so we're gonna go up in weight again. Here we go. All right, let's go up weight again. I catch my breath. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay, feeling good. We're gonna switch it up a little bit right now. I'm gonna change it up. I'll reposition the camera and we'll do our second superset. Okay guys, we're here on my second superset. I'm gonna be doing some back now. I started off with chest and some hamstring curls. We're gonna be doing some back pull downs with the mag grips, with the pronated grip, and then we're gonna be doing some jackknives over here with a kettlebell. Now, funny as it is, and oddly enough, if I do jackknives with my legs together and a kettlebell, I'm able to actually get that involvement of my abs without getting my lower back engaged. Normally, I'm gonna try it today, And if it doesn't feel good and my back feels like it's going to engage, I'm going to stop. We'll see how it feels. Even after I do the set, if my back feels like it's kind of like seizing up, I'll stop as well too and maybe modify it, right? But I'm going to try and test it out with both legs together and with a kettlebell, okay? But I'm first going to do some pull downs. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I can feel that all the way down to my lower back because as I arch and I bring my chest up, you know, I'm squeezing out that lower back. I don't think that's going to be a good idea. Doing jackknives with both my legs together. So I'm going to actually modify it so that my lower back doesn't engage. I'm going to keep one knee up, and I'm going to keep one knee up so that it provides stability for my lumbar, and do one leg at a time. It's a safer way for me to get my abs working without jeopardizing my back. Good, like such. Much better in the back. Okay, 15 on one side, 15 on the other. Keep a slight bend in that knee. Oh, I felt good. And my lower back didn't feel like it was engaging. Oh, that was good. Excellent. God, my back feels stiff though. Getting older sucks. But there's nothing you can do about it. You gotta live with it. You gotta work. You gotta push. Tomorrow I'm gonna work out. I'm also gonna talk about sarcopenia and what it does as far as muscle deterioration and quick deterioration at that of your muscular bodies, destroying it within as we get older. So I'm going to go ahead and do some information on that because I find that there's a lot of people asking about that. And in our gym, we deal with a lot of clients that are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s that we're working with that obviously we're working to prevent a lot of muscle degeneration and such, loss of muscle. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow and kind of give some helpful tips on those things too. So if there's anybody you know that is dealing with possible, sarcogenia and that happening, then absolutely have them come take a look at our video. Okay, I'm gonna put up more weight. Ooh, felt that in the abs. Good, okay. Let's go. This time I'm gonna add a second hold at the bottom, second hold at the top. The deepest stretch and contraction. Okay. Good. All right, back to. Starting on the side that I left off. Oh, good. That felt good. Okay, I felt that. My plantar fasciitis has been getting better since I haven't been ground and pounding it with any cardio. Unfortunately, the ski erg that was placed over there that I used to do, and I got up to like 45 minutes on it, broke. I accidentally was going off on it, and it didn't necessarily broke as there started being like a click into it that was catching. So the mechanic guy actually took it for some parts, and good thing it's still under warranty. We might be able to get a new one. But it's been a bummer because I don't really have anything. I can still feel at the end of a day, a long day, my plantar fasciitis just right there. It's not nowhere near as painful. I'm not limping anymore, but I still roll it out at night. Try to get the stretching in so I can finally get rid of it. I just can't wait for it to go away. I know that the past couple of days, this past week, eating high inflammatory foods isn't helping it. So bread, stuff like that, the French toast, things like that. So, but that's my fault. I got no one to blame for that. That being said, now finally really starting on the detox. I'm going to start that tomorrow, go for 7 to 10 days and really flush out the system. I already told my wife and everybody that's my main focus. I just need to flush my system out. And I'll tell you what day I'm on as far as detox and how I'm feeling, okay? Again, I left the detox on the bottom part a link to the Google Drive on one of my past videos, and I'll put a card right up in there to be able to link you to the detox so that if you want to see what I'm doing and take a look at it, you can take a look at the detox itself, okay? Good. And let's go up one more time. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was heavy. That's good though, I'm getting back up there. Good. All right, last set of these. Starting back on the side that I started on the first set. Last set, third set. Shh. Oh, God. Okay, felt that. All right. Second superset done. Oh, it's going to be good to get all this weight off my body and get my injuries healed. All right, done with the second set. We're going to get ready for the third set. So catch my breath. We'll get that done. All right, guys, the last superset I'm going to do to finish off me just getting back from not working out for a while is going to be a shoulder and an arm move. So I'm going to do shoulder presses and a bicep just to kind of run exercises around the whole entire body, a little bit of everything. And then tomorrow I'm going to start to isolate again, okay? So we'll start off with some shoulder presses. And I'm definitely feeling much better in my shoulders. So let's pick some weight. Good. Oh, okay, so here's a situation that just popped up from doing the shoulder. military presses. My right shoulder that has the injury all this time that I've been rehabbing, feeling so much better. My left one kept clicking and rubbing and was a little painful, but I had to kind of just be careful on how I was pushing. And I think that was just from sleeping on it wrong for the past couple of days and just waking up and it's tighter. So I didn't do anything to actually injure it, but that's another thing about getting older. Man, just sleeping wrong on a side can kind of mess up that side for a little bit, which is why we have to be in here working out to make sure that we're strengthening the muscles, the bones, the tendons, the ligaments, everything. Otherwise, we'd be a walking wreck. I was a walking wreck for the past couple of years. So getting back into this, am I going through the pains? Yes. Am I glad I'm doing it? Absolutely. And I am feeling better, more energy. It's just taking a little bit more longer because of all the responsibilities that we have as adults and everything else we have to do. Adulting kind of sucks compared to what we thought adulting would be when we were younger. We're also Gen Xers too, so we're kind of crazy when we're younger. Okay, so curls. Let's go ahead and arch that back a little bit more. You know how I like to do my incline stretch on those curls, but nothing too crazy for my shoulders. Okay. 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 Whew. First set down. I'm hoping my shoulders, this left one will feel better by the end of this third set. Of course, we're on set 2, but by the end of it, oftentimes, just going through the motion will help reset everything so that it doesn't feel as bad. For those of you, any of you that are younger watching this in your 30s, I don't recall if in my 30s I started waking up with that many pains. I'm sure at some point I did, just because I was always active when I was younger. But yeah, every decade that goes by, you start feeling your body more and more with everything you do. I've got to even come back and work my balance a lot too. So once I drop probably about a good 20 pounds, I'm going to start getting back into like some boxing on the bag. It's such a great way to sweat. And then by then, my plantar fasciitis would have cleared up a bit too, so I can start kicking again. And the reason for that isn't so that I can go spar again. I don't think I ever want to spar again and chance hurting my shoulder again. I don't know. I may be wrong and do it in a couple months, but it's balance. Balance is so key as we get older. Dude, I'm going to talk about that when we talk about the sarcopenia on the next episode. I'm going to talk about how it affects balance and everything too. And grip strength. You know, you can directly relate your grip strength to longevity as far as muscle deterioration and how we age. So all those things are super important. Okay, we're going to go into our second set. Enough talk. I want to eat lunch. I'm starving. Okay, so let's go up in weight. Not too much. Let's see how my shoulder does. Okay. Come on, left shoulder. Don't give me trouble. You're doing so well with no injuries. Okay. Okay. Whew, feeling better. Oh, yes. Oh. Okay, so the left shoulder already started feeling better. I was able to go heavier, push through. And although it felt like it wasn't 100%, and I got to be careful with the angle, it felt better. It didn't snap or feel like it was rubbing or clicking. So the tendons and ligaments and muscles seem to be better aligned. But right now it is definitely sore, more sore than my right, which was my injured one. Okay, curls, enough talk. Let's go up. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. One more set, then we're done. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to try to go a little heavier on this last set. Energy levels are definitely coming up, so that's a good thing. And I haven't really even eaten that much today, but I did have a lot of food last night with my wife's dinner. So that's that. I wonder if I should try 10 more pounds. Let's try 10 more pounds. If it doesn't work, I can always just drop it, right? Okay. Let's give it a go. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. If I do this, this will be the heaviest I've been able to military press in a couple years, because due to my shoulders. I think my right one actually feels better than my left. So let's see how that works out. Okay, come on. Don't fuck up on the shoulder. Come on, lefty. Oh, my right, come on, kick in. Oh, thank God you didn't pinch. Ooh, I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, no way. My right is just not giving power. No way. I'd rather just ditch him than hurt that right. You saw how it was just, and then even when it came back down, it'll build in time, but not at that moment. Okay, so, God, it's been so long. We're gonna go down to 10 pounds. I'm gonna go back down to 40. That was only 50 pounds, but it's been a while since I've been able to do that with my injured shoulder. I'm gonna wait. Okay, I'll go back down to 40. Okay. Which I'm glad, because just a few months ago I couldn't even do 30, so 40 is a big plus. All right, ready. Come on. Oh, there you go. Oh my God, my left. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so I didn't hurt it, but my left, as I'm coming down, I can feel the muscle tendon just move and then slip back and move and slip back. It is a fucking, and it's not painful, it's just uncomfortable. But it does feel like if I catch it in the wrong way and I press it the wrong way, that it might hurt or tear or something. So I'm gonna be careful with that. So again, this is another reason why I really want to try out the peptides. Never used them before in my life. I've seen what they've done to clients. I've seen what they've done to a lot of friends that needed them after they were done with bodybuilding and abusing their bodies with, all the steroids and everything, trying to get their body to the best, most amazing condition. And they've built amazing bodies. But, when you push your body to go 3, 4, 5 times its max that it could, normally, naturally, you stress the body a lot. So it's very bad for your body. So the peptides have been huge in being able to help a lot of my friends live very healthy lives afterwards, heal a lot of their body that they put themselves under. You take a look at Ronnie Coleman on his documentary and how he can't even walk, right? He damaged his spine so badly. But for a lot of people that are out there that have more manageable injuries like myself, the peptides have changed their life night and day. So I can't wait to try it. And when I do, I'm going to let you know, and also what I'm taking. Okay, so curls, the last thing, and then we're done. Oh, good. Ooh. Well, at least I can curl without my shoulder feeling bad. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Good. Okay, so we're done. So guys, just to kind of recap, just got back into the workouts. It's been over a week since I did my last workout. Since then, obviously, like I said, I went through getting sick for 3 days, getting over that, doing my Mother's Day brunch that I cooked for her. Didn't eat really great that day, made French toast and stuff. Then I did a night out with my wife last night because it was time. We needed a night out, stress. So getting right back into it. Still well on my way to dropping the 54 pounds by my 54th birthday. 8 months total by November 19th. And glad you're coming along. Next episode, I'm going to talk about sarcopenia, the deterioration of muscle as we get older, what you can do about it, especially us in our 50s, approaching upon that time that it's going to start affecting us. And I'm also going to talk about, more of the peptides that I'm going to try out for my injuries and for rejuvenation. Thanks for tuning in and being there for me, guys. I tell you, after being a week off, if I didn't know that I had a camera to commit to, I don't know if I'd be so gung-ho in getting my workouts in. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Again, if you're going to do it as well too, videotape it if you want to. Use the hashtag ForgedAfter50. That way I can check you out. Let me know, and that way I can give you tips, any hints, things like that. Let me know also below if you want to do some Q&A. Tell me what you'd love to talk about, and I can go deeper and a deep dive into certain things. And again, thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care, guys.